No, that's it. We're done.
Dunzo? What's up, y'all? Welcome to this Junior's Gasoline Alley. We're doing a pretty cool build today. We are building on this Redcat Wendigo. I picked up this Wendigo not too long ago as a trail truck slash crawler for my wife to be able to enjoy. She's been going on some of the crawls with me recently using her MT-10 monster truck from Team Associated, and it is time to get her a rig that's a little more fitting for going and having fun. But I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money out of the box, as well as I wanted something that's going to be on the side of bash-worthy, and that's how we've ended up with this Redcat Wendigo. Now, part of the deal was trying to find something that I could get cheap, and in fact I did. I found this used, but hardly used, for $280, and it's going to be the perfect place to begin a build. Now, when I say hardly used, I'll pull the body off here. You'll see this body is in just about perfect condition. You know, it's really good looking. All together, I think it's in nice shape. And then when we look at the chassis here, you can see that this chassis barely looks like it's ever been used, just in such good shape. Now, I suspect a couple of the reasons that the previous owner was ready to let this go, even though it's in such good shape, is one of the tires has already come unglued. Luckily, that is a really simple thing to fix. And then the other thing is the steering has a whole bunch of play. But in just a couple of seconds, I found out that the servo horn, that's the piece that's loose, and it should be good to go. The Wendigo, if you're not familiar, operates a 550 size motor here. This is a 3300 kV motor with a 60 amp ESC, but it's non-censored. And that means this isn't going to make a good candidate for doing crawling. So instead, I went ahead and used some parts from my Kyosho Mad Van, because this guy has been a good monster truck and fun to use, but comes brushed and I want to go brushless on it. So instead, what I'm going to do is, in this video, we're going to pull out the brushless motor, swap it to the G14 motor that came from that Kyosho. Now, this is a fast turning motor. And then from my my Redcat Gen 8, which has been heavily upgraded over time, it's heavy as heck now and been really reliable. Well, we're pulling the factory ESC out of that to make this go brushed but still have a little bit of speed. So I've been yammering for quite a while. It's time to put tools onto the machine, and let's get it done. So I've been fussing with this 14-turn motor for quite some time now, and getting this set up was just not going to be possible. Basically, what I was running into is this pinion gear to mate up with the spur gear needs to go on backwards, and unfortunately the shaft coming off of the motor was just too short. I don't know if you can see that there, but it doesn't quite meet up to fit. And so essentially I was trying to do some spacers to get these things to come apart, and ultimately I have given up. So with that away, I found in my drawer of stuff an RC four-wheel drive crawler motor. This happens to be a 20-turn variant, which, you know, I'm not entirely sure, but it would be my guess that this is going to feel pretty slow, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes, and of course, if this works, I'll be able to just get a faster motor. But what we have here, when we put the pinion on, you'll notice the shaft comes all the way out. So I think this is gonna work out, and hopefully the missus gets to enjoy her truck today, and we'll just buy a faster motor later. I just want to first test and make sure everything works before going much further. So I've got my connectors to go to the motor. We'll get those plugged in. A 2S LiPo to go ahead and get plugged in as well. And actually, let's just see what wheel speed looks like here. Not all that fast, actually. Well, we'll definitely need a faster motor, that's for sure. Alright, so I left you off there a little bit on a lurch, mostly because the motor I was using in the truck, this 20 turn that I had to use because the other one didn't have a long enough shaft coming off of the motor. Well, the 20 turn was just simply too slow for this vehicle. When I gave it some gas, it basically didn't go very quick. So anyways, I went to the hobby store. The best they had was a 12 turn 550 from Traxxas, their Titan series. So I'm hoping that this is going to make a difference in how fast we go. To me, I really just want to get this going quick enough that she can have a bit of fun, and that 20 turn is going to be lethargic to say the least. Actually, if you check that out, fitment with this Titan motor is way, way better than what I was having before. So I'm going to pull this back. See that? We now have the output shaft from the motor showing, and you know, that is significantly better. Got a lot more meat on the bone here, and I'm happy to see it. That is great. And just like that, we have converted this truck from brushless to brushed, ready for a bit better crawling performance, and it's been mated up with this 550 size motor with a 12 turn motor. It's got the original Hexfly ESC from my Gen 8 V2, and we went ahead and glued everything up, serviced the whole truck, and now this open box used truck that I picked up off of eBay is ready for my wife to drive. So let's hit the trail and we'll find out how it does. Yeah, rocks.
No, that's it. We're done.
Dunzo? Welcome back to this bench. As you saw in that last clip, well, my wife's Wendigo went up in smoke. The 12 turn motor from Traxxas, the Titan 550, just was not the right choice. I sort of knew that going into it. However, figured I'd give it a shot to have some fun, but obviously temperatures went way too high, and it was just not the right choice. So to fix that, we're gonna give a 550 17 turn motor a try. This 550 motor is the Redcat motor that's in my Gen 8, and it's been more than dead reliable in the Gen 8. So I'm gonna try to run that with the stock 17 tooth pinion gear, and with any luck on a 3S, maybe it'll be fast enough to be fun, and on 2S, still be a decent crawler. So there you go. Super simple motor swap on these Wendigos and Redcat Gen 8. Same deal, same system. And there we go. The Redcat Wendigo is back together now with a 17 turn motor, and it is time to see how it does on a trail run. We're here at the trailhead. We're going to start off with this 2S 6200 milliamp hour pack, and this of course is that 550 7 turn motor. It has just started to rain, so it should make for an interesting trip, but let's see how it does. Out on the trail, it's finally working the way that it should. With the 17-turn Redcat motor, it has a much better drag brake function. The 12-turn just didn't have enough drag, although I would prefer a bit more. It's at 100% right now, and it's not quite stopping the vehicle entirely. But past that, it's running smooth. It's definitely got enough control to be able to slowly crawl over some rocks, especially in this condition where it's not super technical, but there are some large rocks to get over. Now, on 2S, it's got plenty of wheel speed, although I'm running right now in about 60-degree weather outside, 55, 60, and I can certainly tell that it may begin to get hot. You know, it's making me think what would be best bet with a 17-turn motor is likely to up to a 3S pack instead of running the 2S, and then gear down, which would help the motor run at a higher RPM with less load and potentially allow it to be a bit better. But I gotta say, the Redcat Wendigo does a great job even on this kind of terrain. Unfortunately, my wife wasn't able to join me on this run. I was trying to get it done in time so that we could enjoy it over the weekend and make sure that it works, and I'm sure it will, especially now that it's not going up in smoke. Well anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait to know what your thoughts are of taking a Wendigo back to brushless, so leave those down below, and certainly if you're enjoying the video, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, and let's go trail running or just bashing with RCs here soon.